I see online the people who actually do read Star Trek, a lot of people like this one better than the main Star Trek line. I actually have a different take on this in that Defiant's actually the worst of the line. It is such bad fan fiction. I just can't believe this was greenlit. It's really painful to watch the characters like this, and this volume was probably the worst of the Star Trek line that they've got so far. Now, they got two lines. They got one just called Star Trek. They got this one, the one that was called Star Trek. It starts out like pretty bad fan fiction. Captain Sisko gets with Beverly Crusher. They get Scotty on board. They get, I forget who they have from Voyager, but they get somebody from every show just to show up on one ship, and they call it the Theseus, which I don't know where that came from. I guess they made it up. And then, of course, there's like a weird Vulcan with a half-shaved head to be like their political mouthpiece in it and talk about pronouns. And so it's painful. And they just revisit different things. They were killing the gods, like the crystalline entity and things like that in the first volume of it. And then on the side, like Worf has been taking the Defiant, and he was actually helping against the mad Klingons who were out there in an event. Now that that's over, Starfleet was like, "Hey, this is no good," and they kind of dress him down, but kind of fakely. And you can see the art in this is just like, it's really not up to par either. A lot of talking heads, a lot of like just very barely passable art for this. This is so lazy. It's shocking. Now in this one, Worf is in command of Spock and Ro Laren and B'Elanna Torres and some like green Orion girl with nose rings to be their political mouthpiece, I guess. Again, it's a painful setup because it's such a fan fiction, like throwing together my favorite characters. And Sela is involved with this, the Romulan as well. So they end up like getting decommissioned because of their problems they did before. And Starfleet's like, you're off the record, but we want you to hunt down these people as bounty hunters. Now you're officially disavowed by Starfleet, but you're going to be bounty hunting different characters from the next generation. And Worf actually takes command of this, decides to do it. They buy the Defiant, like money from Kira, which I don't know why Kira owns the Defiant. Shouldn't that be Starfleet property? Therefore it's not something to purchase. Very weird. And that didn't make sense. And then they hunt down Hugh, the Borg. They find out he's running a thing to basically liberate Borg. You can see it's just a bunch of talking heads, very boring art. The colors really make it very flat through this, which is tough. A lot of talk back from the Orion girl to Worf on this. And then they go after another character. And this one, Worf actually has to go fight in an arena in order to get to him. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They go to the Telosians first. I forgot about that. Then they end up with this mobster guy, end up fighting in an arena in order to get to him. And they've got their three targets captured by the end of this, which is... And I guess we'll figure out where it goes next. Then you get an annual story where it's like Sela's story, and Sela's dealing with the Romulans, and she's being a super spy among her own people, which is kind of like a throwaway thing just for her that kind of ties into all this, so that you kind of see where she's at as she kind of exited the series stage right. The art is really flat, very painful to read. The storytelling is very, very slow. A lot of talking heads, like I said. And it just reeks of just the worst fan fiction. It's just nonsensical. Worf the bounty hunter on the Defiant. I mean, my God, this is. I don't know why this exists. This is a 3 out of 10 for me. Some of the worst Star Trek comics I've ever read, and that's what we got here. Defiant, another piece of the action, Volume 2. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.